Hi friends, now I am going to discuss the topic difference between the M2 SATA SSD and the M2 NVMe SSD. SATA stands for Serial Advanced Technology Assessment and it uses this serial communication protocol. In old computers, generally we see like this traditional hard disk actually. This hard disk support up to 160 megabytes per second speed and the data transfer rate is also very slow. And later this 2.5 SATA SSD came to the market and it support up to 500 megabytes per second speed. Later this M2 SATA SSD and the NVMe SSD came to the market. And what is the difference between this M2 SATA SSD and this 2.5 SATA SSD actually? Both support same speed only, but this M2 SATA SSD, it will occupy the less space compared to the 2.5 SATA SSD actually. It will occupy the less space actually compared to this 2.5 SATA SSD. That is the main difference. And the NVMe stands for non-volatile memory express. It uses the NVMe protocol. Coming to the physical form factor, if you see the these two notches on the top of the SSD, it is a M2 SATA SSD. And if you see the only one notch on the top of the SSD, it is a NVMe SSD. And this notches also has some key names actually. And on the top of the NVMe, only one notch is there. It is called as mkey. On the top of the M2 SATA SSD, two notches are there. It is called as mkey and bkey actually. So this mkey and bkey is used to identify the type of the interface. It is SATA or PCIe, and these are the different type of PCIe NVMe's, PCIe 3.0 and PCIe 4.0 NVMe. So PCIe 3.0 NVMe, it support up to 3500 megabytes per second speed. PCIe 4.0, it support up to 7000 megabytes per second speed. And PCIe 5.0 NVMe, it support up to 12,000 megabytes per second speed. Because of this read and write speed and the data transfer rate, so these NVMe's are more costly actually because of the read and write speed and data transfer rate. So these NVMe's are more costly compared to the other SSDs actually. That's why you need to spend more money for this one. And you need to consider one more point also here. Before connecting to the board actually, you need to check the motherboard specification also here. So you can see here, it is a bkey slot actually. So if you want to try to connect to mkey slot here, it won't fit actually. It will damage. So you need to check that one also. Thank you.